7 years ago, think of your mentality. 7 years ago, you would go into the market for a GMT800. You would buy it for $3,000 or $3,500. You could go into the market with a $3,000, $3,500 budget confidently. You could confidently go into this marketplace. If you had $5,000, you could get all the truck for $5,500. You could get a 120,000 mile truck for $5,500. Easy, clean, and four-wheel drive. I remember when I first started buying and selling these trucks in 2018, 2019, I'm going to tell you who already knew all of this stuff. The guys on Craigslist, the older guys on Craigslist, because you would go on Craigslist, you would compare Facebook Marketplace to Craigslist. Man, you get on Craigslist, you see low-mile trucks at $10,000. And I hit a dude up in 2018, 2019. I was like, man, you're not going to get no $10,000 for this truck. You crazy. Yeah, Jay Anthony was uneducated at 1.2. I ain't going to lie to you. I was uneducated too. He was like, dude, shut up. I swear, I am not lying. This is what he told me. Dude, shut up. This truck going to sell, dude. I've been doing this for 35 years. This truck going to sell for this. Again, experienced guy, non-experienced guy. At this point, Jay Anthony is barely 20 years old. He a baby in the market. Still am. But the difference here, the education standpoint, the whole overall objective of this podcast and the whole message towards it, the consumer is only upset because they're uneducated. I would have never been able to build a dealership if I would have never came out of that comfort zone. I remember the first truck that I paid $6,000 for. It's crazy that I'm saying this right now. I remember the first truck I paid $6,000 for. And I was like, man, I overpaid for that truck. I was talking to another dealer. I was like, man, what do you think? Like, what do you think I'm going to end up selling that truck for, dog? He was like, man, you going to sell it for $8,500. It's got low miles. It's only got 80,000 miles, 90,000 miles. I was like, man, I just don't see that. I think I'll be better off buying a higher miles truck so I can price it a little cheaper. He said, man, yeah, that's because that's what you conditioned to thinking. That's what you train yourself to understand. You haven't trained yourself. You haven't broke that barrier. You haven't stepped outside of your comfort zone to understand that, man, it's people that pay big money for these trucks. If the quality is right, if the miles is right, if the spec is right. But I was so closed-minded that I couldn't see that. I couldn't see that 6-7 years ago. I couldn't. But now I can see that when people have that same mentality. I can see that and I can educate them. That's why I have this podcast.